It was wonderful. Tarsame was so great in his questioning, and he was so welcoming, as was the entire team. So I'm really grateful that I had the opportunity to be on the music podcast, and I'm really excited to share it with everybody.
हाय फ्रेंड्स, एक बार फिर से आपका स्वागत है द म्यूजिक पॉडकास्ट में। आज के हमारे जो गेस्ट हैं वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया से हैं और वो एक मैनेजमेंट कंपनी, एक यूनिफाइड म्यूजिक ग्रुप के फाउंडर है। यूनिफाइड म्यूजिक ग्रुप के बारे में अगर थोड़ा सा आपको बताएं तो 20 साल से उनका एक्सपीरियंस है, 20 साल से वो इस बिजनेस में है। यूनिफाइड म्यूजिक एक ग्रुप, एक अम्ब्रेला है जिसके अंदर एक मैनेजमेंट कंपनी है, यूनिफाइड आर्टिस्ट मैनेजमेंट, जिसमें तकरीबन 100 से ज़्यादा आर्टिस्ट मैनेज हो चुके हैं। आज भी तकरीबन 50 आर्टिस्ट हैं। उनमें से कुछ आर्टिस्टों को आप अच्छे से जानते होंगे। रिपटाइड गाना अगर आपने सुना है वेंस जॉय का, ही इज़ मैनेज बाय यूनिफाइड। देन टैश सुल्ताना जंगल गाना आपने सुना होगा, शी इज़ मैनेज बाय यूनिफाइड। पब्लिशिंग बिजनेस है, रिकॉर्ड लेबल बिजनेस है और मर्चेंडाइज बिजनेस है। ऑस्ट्रेलिया की ये सबसे बड़ी आर्टिस्ट मैनेजमेंट कंपनी और ग्रुप है, इंडिपेंडेंट जो है। इसके अलावा उनकी बुकिंग एजेंसी है, लोनली रेंट्स एजेंसी, जिसके अंदर 40 से ज़्यादा आर्टिस्ट वो रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं और सिर्फ ऑस्ट्रेलिया में नहीं, दुनिया के हर कोनों में रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं। और टोन से नाई एक बहुत बड़ा नाम है जिनको आप जानते हैं। इसके अलावा उनका फेस्टिवल बिजनेस है रेडिल एंटरटेनमेंट, जिसमें वो गिप्सलैंड कंट्री म्यूजिक फेस्टिवल प्रोड्यूस करते हैं। उनका एक इन्वेस्टमेंट आर्म है, वो तो खुद है ही। उनके जैसे और जितने भी एंटरप्रेन्योर हैं उनके साथ मिलके उन्होंने एक इन्वेस्टमेंट फंड तैयार किया है जो म्यूजिक और टेक्नोलॉजी के अलग अलग फील्ड में वो इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, जिसका नाम है साइड स्टेज वेंचर्स। और आपको जान के खुशी भी होगी, हैरानी भी होगी, पिछले साल अंडर 40 ऑस्ट्रेलिया फाइनेंशियल रिच लिस्ट जो पब्लिश होती है उसमें वो 84th नंबर पे थे। सो सुपर सक्सेसफुल हमारे बीच में एक आर्टिस्ट मैनेजर है जो कि जिनको आप स्कूटर ब्राउन ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलिया भी बोल सकते हैं फॉर द रेलेवेंस टू आवर इंडियन ऑडियंस। ऐसे ही एक कमाल के पर्सनैलिटी को आज हम इन्वाइट करते हैं जिनका नाम है जैडन कॉमरफोर्ड। Jaddan, welcome to the music podcast.
Thank you so much.
I hope you understood what I said.
I understood some of the words.
So, before we start our conversation, actually, I want to tell my audience that the conversation is going to be in English. That's the language, comfortable language for you. So, Jaddan, what brings you to India?
Yeah, thank you. Well, firstly, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here. But I've actually been spent the last 3 weeks at a retreat just about 3 hours north of Mumbai at a place called the Govardhan Eco Village. So doing some Ayurvedic treatments, meditating, relaxing. I just recently turned 40 and I decided as a gift to myself to give myself a bit of a break from the world and recharge and have a think about what I want to do with the next 40 years of my life. But I also couldn't help myself. I know that India is fast becoming one of the biggest music markets in the world. So I spent a couple of days in Mumbai to meet some new people like yourself. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity to speak to you more today and to your audience as well.
So, Jaddan, you are our first guest from Australia. And you are the first guest who doesn't have an Indian connection. Because we had Savan Kotecha here. His parents are Indian. We had Ricky Cage, who's from India, who's won Grammys. But you are the first international guest for us. Thank you for agreeing to do this in this trip of yours. As you said, you've spent a couple of days in India and you've met a lot of people. I would like to know, what have you gathered about the Indian music business? What is your perception about the Indian music business as of now?
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but my initial feeling is that I'm very intrigued, and it's very clear to me that the Indian music industry has so much potential. Obviously is already quite a large industry, but I think it's a big opportunity for people like myself to be bringing artists to this country, but also looking at opportunities for how we might support more Indian artists coming to countries like Australia. And I know a lot of wonderful artists are already coming, like Arijit Singh, but I think that India seems to me like on the cusp of quite a really big moment as a business. I think I read recently that India will pass America as the largest streaming market in the world, maybe this year.
No.
Okay.
Number of streams?
Number of streams, probably not revenue.
Not the revenue. Yeah.
Not revenue, but there's obviously a lot of people here, a lot of people listening to music. And yeah, I'm impressed, but it seems like respectfully, like it seems like early days in a way. It feels like the industry is going through a bit of a change from the way with music and film and Bollywood and different ways now that companies like yours have changed the game ultimately for how business can be done with developing new artists. And so to me, it feels like there's a lot of opportunity here in India, and I'm excited to learn more and respectfully learn more. I don't want to think that I come here and know everything. I'm learning as well.
India is a different market, and so is the US and Canada and UK and Australia. Honestly, as Indians who are in the music business, we have some relevant information about how the US music business works. But if we have to ask you that in a nutshell, how does the Australian music business really works? Because you have done all kinds of business. What is the unique style or the unique model of the Australian music business?
Yeah, so what's unique in Australia, I think, is a lot of entrepreneurs like myself start very small, like most businesses do. And when you start small, you usually start in some kind of niche. So for me, when I first started, I was actually working with punk and metal bands. So these are the kinds of music that I grew up listening to. And it was such a small scene in a small country. This was back in 2002. I started as the record label putting out the music for these bands. Very quickly, they needed a booking agent. But there was no booking agent specializing in tiny little punk bands from Melbourne. So I took on the role of booking agent. I then took on the role of manager and took on all these different roles. And so there's a number of other entrepreneurs in Australia that have had a similar journey. So what we have now is a number of music groups in Australia that have record label management, merchandise, publishing. So that's something that I think is quite unique about the Australian market, which it happens a bit in America, but usually America is much more separated, where there's the management company, there's the record company, but I think maybe there's some similarities in India to how that is happening. But that is one unique thing about Australia and a unique thing that I've been able to experience. And it's really helped me primarily, I think, be a good manager, because it's allowed me to get a full scope of the industry. So when I'm advising my clients, I can very much speak as an expert, knowing all the various parts of the business and not just assuming how a booking agent works, but actually knowing how it works.
And if I have to ask you, how many companies like yourself will be there in Australia?
There's one company called Mushroom that's much bigger than us. They were founded by a wonderful man named Michael Gudinski back in the 1970s. So they're much bigger than us. And then we would probably be like the second biggest. And then there's maybe like 5 or 6.
That's owned by a major, or that's also independent?
Partly independent. And then there's probably like a bunch of other companies that are a lot smaller, but are providing various services under one umbrella. So it's much more acceptable in Australia for a company to do various services. And it's an interesting conundrum, because partly why I did it in the first place was not only it's what the artist needed, but selfishly it's kind of almost what I needed too, because it was how I could make financial sense of it. So in the beginning, it was just like, just do whatever you can to make it work. But as it grew, it actually turned into a very good business, because all of a sudden you building this idea of vertical integration and having, various services providing to the same client. So it actually turned into quite a good business model, but it's not something that I actually planned on. I just kind of, it evolved organically.
If you can share your journey in a brief, including the most challenging situations, the most difficult decisions, how did you as a young boy started being a manager, then a booking agent? How did you diversify your business into becoming this large an entity today? That will help a lot of people who will be listening to this podcast.
Yeah. So I started when I was 18. I finished high school and I started studying a business degree And at the same time, I started my record label. So that was the first business. It was 2002. So it was before, it was around Napster, but it was before iTunes. So it was actually probably the worst time in the world to start
Piracy was at its peak.
Piracy was at its peak, and I started a record company. I remember a conversation with one of my father's friends saying, "What are you doing? Why would you start a record company? Haven't you read the newspaper?" And I said, "Oh, no. I've got a plan." And I kind of had a plan, but I really just had a passion. I had a passion for this type of music. And I knew that, we sort of touched on it offline, where there's value being created, there's the ability to build a business. At that moment, the value was not accruing in the copyright because people were getting it for free. But live music was starting to grow, and merchandising was starting to grow, and synchronization was starting to grow. But so I started very small. I signed a few bands and helped them put out albums on CDs. And I essentially just started helping them do whatever I could do to make them be successful. So organizing concerts, organizing publicity, doing more than what a record company actually traditionally did. But I didn't know. I didn't have the book of how to run a record company. I just wanted to help these artists. And I guess that's essentially where it kind of evolved. From an early stage, I had a vision to international. My first experience with international was Japan. I found a distributor in Japan who was very interested in the type of punk bands I was working with. And I was actually shipping CDs over to Japan, and they were selling them in stores and then sending me a check. And that was a really great way that I started to generate business. But in about 2007, I went to America and I took a band there to record their first album, this band called The Getaway Plan, very great band from Melbourne. And I never forget this conversation. I was at a record company in New York City, and I was pitching the band to the record company. I said, "This band is so great. They're coming here to make their album. They're going to be so great." And they said to me, "Yeah, they sound really good, but how will they get here?" And I said, "Oh, well, what do you mean?" I said, "Well, how will they get here?" And I said, "Well, the same way I got here, on an aeroplane." And I guess what they meant was, because of the time of the industry, it was like, how could we possibly afford to bring a band all the way?
These flight tickets and...
Exactly. When CD sales are going down and this sort of stuff. So that was my first sort of insight into, okay, this is not going to be easy. But once we started to see the early days of streaming and digital distribution, and starting to see that these artists actually do have audiences, even if they were small, there was people listening to their music all over the world. I started to build more conviction to take artists primarily to America. America was always the market that I thought had the biggest opportunity. It's a large population of 330 million people. It's mostly English speaking. It has a single currency. It's very influenced by culture. And so we've had a lot of success taking artists there. But speaking of challenges, because I started the business so young, and I didn't have a business plan. I didn't have an investor. I was just thinking with my passion. I love these bands. I want to help them. And I remember I was sitting one night at home with my brother, and he asked me what I was working on. And I said, "Oh, this band is going tomorrow to record their album." And he said to me, "How are you paying for that?" And I actually said, "I don't know." And he's like, "What do you mean? How do you not know? The recording is tomorrow." And I said, I don't know. I think I'll figure it out, And, there's moments like that where, and I think I ended up putting on a credit card or something like this. But there's moments like this where I look back on those moments and I'm not proud because I should have been more organized. But at the same time, I look at that sort of passion and that ingenuity and that drive that I had, and I just wasn't going to let anything get in the way, including money. And so those moments were challenging though, because, as the business got bigger and I had to learn more about things like cash flow and budgeting and stuff like that, that's probably where a lot of the challenges the harder things sort of happen. So, yeah, that's a brief snapshot. I could talk for a lot longer about it, but I'm sure we'll touch on more things as we go.
So I can guarantee you, anybody who's listening to this podcast, any manager, all of them goes through this.
Yeah.
Challenges of cash flow, not understanding the basic terminologies of the business, not having a proper business plan. But the most important thing which you had and a lot of people have is that passion of serving the artist and passion of creating some great music together with the artist. And I think that's what is needed the most, if I'm not wrong. But how did you got Vance Joy then and all these big artists and made into a large company? Now you have 80 people working for you. So how did that transition happen from a single person, passion driven work with artists and like a record label, bootstrap record label, to such a large entity?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I was thinking on the drive here about my connection to India, because I know I'm not Indian, but I do love India. And I was trying to think, what is the story I could tell that could connect me to India? And so in 2010, I went on a backpacking trip around India with my little brother. We went to Goa and to Kerala and to Tamil Nadu and saw some wonderful places. And for about a week, my little brother had 4 of his friends joined for the trip. And one of those friends is James Keogh, whose stage name is Vance Joy. And so I met Vance Joy in India with my brother. And I had met him earlier, but it was the first time we'd really spent time together. And so, but at that time he wasn't making music. He was studying at university and just kind of, exploring the world. And so in 2012, my brother called me and he said, "Hey, James has recorded a song that I think you should hear." And I'm sure you can relate when you have been in the music business, your uncle wants to give you a demo of someone from their office or, all these stories. But I could tell how serious he was. And I said, "Okay, send me the song." He sends me the song and I press play and it was Riptide.
Wow.
So this song that's had billions of streams all of a sudden was in my office and the song was playing. And my life changed in that moment. I've told this story before, but I actually stood up and shut my door because I didn't want anyone else to hear it, including my own staff, because I needed a moment to figure out what to do because I was that excited about this song. I believe you might have had an experience like this in your career. And so at that point, the business had about 10 staff. We just had our first #1 record in Australia with a metal band called the Amity Affliction. And I thought I was on top of the world. Can't get any better than this. This is me forever. Me and my 10 people and my metal bands and my punk bands, we're gonna do great. And then all of a sudden Riptide lands on my desk. And the next day I'm sitting with Vance Joy and my wife and I started managing him. We moved to America. We helped him have a multi-platinum record in America and in many other countries in the world. He toured the world with Taylor Swift. And so from there, that gave me the insight of just how much bigger the music industry was than what I had experienced. And not to say that small is bad. Small, every size is great, but I got a new insight. I got a new network. I also got to see the benefit of the success from a financial perspective. And so rather than taking all that money and just buying things that I didn't need, I took most of that money and invested it in growing the business, employing teams in America and Canada and in Europe, and growing the team in Australia, and essentially just having the vision to how can we create more value and provide more services to our artists. So that's the first 10 years of my career was quite slow and steady and small. And then the last 10 years, I guess, really sort of took off in a lot of ways.
Glad to know that one of the most important trip was in India, which kind of, led to this change.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you have a lot to give back to India. And I'll ask you a question which almost every independent artist will have in their mind. That if we have to do a collaboration with Vance Joy or Tash Sultana or any of the artists in your roster, what is the best way to approach it in which the chances of happening are much, much higher and we do not end up disturbing you or your artists?
Yeah, it's a good question. I was talking with Sid about this, our mutual friend, and I think the key word in artist is art, or one of the key words, I think. And because ultimately we're making art. And I think if you and I bring an artist and put them together, say, hey, write a song, it might work, but it probably won't. Whereas if those artists somehow connected more organically, the chances of that working is much more high. So you can, of course, email me or any manager, but people like me are getting, and people like you are getting lots of emails from people saying, hey, can I do this? Can I do that? But it's how can you get on the radar of the artist? How can you reach out to them in some way? Because if you feel like you've really got something that is going to get their attention, I think just reach out. But it's challenging because, as you said, a lot of people are trying to do this.
Is there any artist in your roster who specifically is looking for an Indian collaboration?
That's a good question. I'd have to come back to you about that, but we're definitely open-minded.
Yeah.
So, India, like I said, is a market that I think is very important, and I would definitely encourage a number of our artists to consider it. So I think, I'm open to ideas if anyone wants to reach out.
Okay, and how do somebody communicate with you or your team in the most effective way, and how do we do it?
Yeah, well, I think email is probably the most common form of communication in Australia. So email, and even if the address isn't on the website, you can guess it. So like my website is unifiedmusicgroup.com. So my email address is Jaddan@unifiedmusicgroup.com or Jaddan.Comerford, or, you can guess it. It's not that hard. And so first thing, don't attach the song, because sometimes you get an email with like a 30 megabyte file and your computer like crashes. So include it as a link. And yeah, some stats is nice, but you don't want to go too over the top. You don't want to send an essay, but I think some key information, show some passion, some vision. I think, if you've got something that you really want to share, I think, proudly share it and provide the information. And we can't always guarantee a quick response, but I have a rule that I check and read all of my emails. I have a team that also help with my emails as well. So, I welcome people to reach out.
And this is when we talk about the management business. How did the transition happen from management to booking agency? And, in India, management and booking agency are not considered to be two different terms. Most people in India are management and booking agency both. There is not too much of a differentiation yet. However, it is happening slowly. So what is the difference between what management does and what a booking agency does, and how are they compensated in Australia?
So I use one example sometimes where you might meet someone at I always like to use the reference, you're talking to someone's uncle, someone that might be curious, and they say, so what does a manager do? Do you book gigs? And they say, oh, no, that's what the agent does. Okay, so do you do the publicity? No, that's what the record company does. Okay, so do you do no, that's what the insurance company does. And they go, well, what do you do? The manager makes sure that everyone is doing their job. But more importantly, the manager and the artist work together to set the vision and the strategy. And then the manager goes and executes it with the various team members, the lawyers, the accountants, the booking agents, the record companies, etc. Managers in Australia typically earn 20%, and booking agents typically earn 10%. So we actually didn't start our booking agency until 2019. So for the majority of our career, we have not had a booking agency. And I was approached by, so we co-manage Tash Sultana with another management company called Lemon Tree Music, who are also based in Australia. And so we were approached by them to start a booking agency together. So we decided that two major independent management companies coming together to build an agency would give us access to a lot of talent, a lot of network, a lot of experience, and allow us to provide another service to our clients. And the reason why we don't do management and bookings together is managers, I find, there's so much to do. Most of our artists have global businesses. There's so many things that the manager is responsible for. Having to also do the booking is just too much work. And so being able to build a business that specializes just in live music, we have found to be very successful. And that's mostly the standard for how Australia operates.
And if I were to ask you that, so you have publishing,
Yes.
you have record label, you have merch, you have management,
Yeah.
then you have booking agency, then you have your festival, and then your investment business. These are the 7 categories of business. Or are there more?
There is more, yeah. Yeah. So I guess the best way to think about our business, so we started as a record company because that was my passion. And we started then managing the artists. We started doing merch, actually more so than merch. It was like the pre-order for the CD or the vinyl to help the chart. So that was how that started. And so they were the first 3 businesses that we started to help support our artists. What I realized, especially after Vance Joy took off, I was the CEO, the sole founder, and also the manager of Vance Joy with my wife, Rachel. I didn't have time to start more businesses. So what I decided, and it was actually my wife, Rachel, she said to me, stop starting businesses and start investing in other people's businesses. And so I think about 3 weeks later, I said, hey, Rachel, I just invested in my first company. And that company is one that's a little bit more complex to explain. It's a music plug-in company. So we make software for music producers. It's called STL Tones. It's based in Nashville in America. And it's become a very successful part of our business. It's a like software as a service, like subscription business. So people pay $15 a month to subscribe to the software. And it's become a very, very good business. But that was the first time I saw the opportunity to find a like-minded entrepreneur who is a specialist in what they do and bring what we have experienced and help support them to succeed. Almost similar to how we sign an artist. And so that was actually the beginning of me finding another passion in my career. Not only investing in artists, but also investing in other entrepreneurs. And so we then went on to start a company called the Annex, which is an independent marketing company in Australia. So we support artists that are self-releasing their music with providing project management and marketing services. We also have a PR company called Sound Story, which works with artists, but also works with businesses. We actually represent Spotify for Australia and New Zealand. We do all of their PR. So there's 9 companies within the group. And what's also unique about how we operate the group is because, a lot of small music companies won't have the resources to provide in-house legal or HR or finance or these sorts of things. So Unified Music Group has built a corporate structure which is able to provide the services to all the various businesses, meaning that a brand new company can start and have all of these services to allow them so they can focus on the PR or the marketing or the booking, and then we can sort of take care of everything else behind the scenes.
That's incredible. And so if I have to ask you, if 100 rupees is your revenue, total revenue,
yeah,
how would you divide your revenue in merch, record label, booking agency, management? What is just a basic percentage?
Yeah. Good question. So I would say management and record company are the 2 biggest. They would probably take up about 50% of the revenue. And then the software company is probably up there as well with those two. And then it would be the booking agency and merchandise, and then the other smaller companies that are growing. But yeah, the management and the record company and the software are definitely the three biggest.
Okay, fair enough. And since you have done so many businesses, and there'll be a lot of people who are in the stage or in the journey of, going through what you have gone through, what would be your most important learnings which you would like to share with people?
I think my instinct is always to encourage people to follow their passion. If you really believe in something, pursue it. But on the other hand, ensure there's a healthy dose of pragmatism so that you are not just foolishly following passion. And I think that if I reflect on my career, there's been moments where I have probably followed passion too much and made mistakes. Maybe I could have spent more time asking questions or learning more before I jumped into something. So I think be passionate, because if you do work you love, you truly don't work. You just live. But you also need to feed yourself and your family. So you want to make sure that you're doing the right research before you jump into something.
And what will you say that these are the must-do things, should be done for sure, and these are the things which you should never do for sure?
I think you need to, assuming the business needs more than one person, you need to build a great team. You need to find people that believe in the mission, and you need to treat them well. You need to have expectations of them to deliver for your business, but you need to treat them well and treat them where you can like family. And you need to work with them and help develop their careers as well. I think what we shouldn't do, I think we should try as much as possible to hold back your ego. I think sometimes in business, when you have success, you can think you've figured it out. I'm the king of the castle or something like this. And usually when that happens, something comes along to remind you that you're not,
True.
I had an experience early in my career. I don't know if this story is appropriate, but we were at a party after a concert we'd put on, and I was standing there with the singer of a band and his friend. And the singer went to the washroom, and I said to his friend, "I own that guy." I was just joking. I was being silly. And he said to me, "Can you say that one more time?" And I said, "Yeah, I own that guy." And he punched me in the face. The only time in my life I've ever been. And it was like a gift from God. It was like, I was 24 years old. I just sold out this big concert. I thought I was the king of the castle. And this guy comes along and we later laughed about it, and he said sorry, I said thank you. But I just think it's important to stay humble as much as possible, because you might have a great idea and you might execute it really well, but it doesn't mean you're better than other people. You're still just a person getting through life and on your journey. So I think, being grateful, being humble, I think is really important.
Well said. Jaddan, I have generally been on the other side of the table, till about a few years back. And when we attend conferences, when we see people's interviews, podcasts, and other things, people who are watching it generally feel that, listen, they're not telling the truth.
Mm.
And they're hiding the most important information, which is the most valuable one. And we've discussed it offline first time when we met a few weeks back. And, would you like to share those secret recipes or those moments or those decisions which actually made you who you are, or which made your business practically one of the largest business in the music industry in Australia? Would you like to share those things?
Yeah, I can try. It's a good point, because I've actually gone through stages in my life of stopping listening to podcasts about business people, because sometimes I can relate to that idea that, yeah, this doesn't feel real. This person's not telling the truth. And so I think a friend of mine actually in Australia has a podcast called Fear at the Top.
Fear at the top.
Fear at the Top, yeah. And so he interviews CEOs and business owners. And it's a really great concept because particularly as a solo owner of a business, it is actually quite lonely. Because if something very good happens or something very bad happens, I have people that I can call, but there's a lot of loneliness in running a business. And I think an artist might relate to this too. You release a song and the feedback is, coming in, you're not sure if people like it, I think for me, the truth is I spend a lot of time in my head thinking about what I could have done better. I was talking to a friend recently who's a founder of a business as well. And I said, do you think everyone thinks they're a failure? And he's like, what do you mean? I said, I know that I've been successful, but at the same time, if I had have done everything the way I could have done it, I'd be so much more successful. So as a result, sometimes I feel like a failure. And I know that I'm not. But I guess what I'm trying to get at is we can be very hard on ourselves. And I think probably the most successful people in the world are. But the truth is, I do spend a lot of time worrying about things that I could have done better. Maybe how I could have treated somebody or how I could have executed a deal better. Because also on the other hand, you look at Instagram and you see Tarsame he's got it all figured out. He's the biggest music company in India and a big podcast. But same for you, I'm sure you have had challenges and struggles. And so I think it's really good. It's a really good question because I think it's important for us all to be open about the fact that this stuff isn't easy. There's a lot of joy and a lot of great moments, but truthfully, there are a lot of times where it's quite tough and it can be quite lonely.
And what is the best way to get out of it?
I talked about gratitude before. I know that can maybe seem a bit cliched, but it's when you're grateful for what you have, a lot of I think, well, for me anyway, a lot of negative thoughts go away. Grateful for my family or for my health or for my resources. I think, personally, I spend a lot of time journaling, so actually writing out my thoughts so I can actually see what they look like. And oftentimes I can read it and say, "Oh, you're an idiot. Why would you think that?" And that helps maybe change that a little bit. But I think it's important to have a network and to have people that you can speak to. Like I said, my friend who owns a business, we often speak to each other. I often speak to a psychologist as well, just to kind of have the opportunity to share my thoughts and get feedback. So I think it's important to be open and build a community and also support other people. So you can then be there for each other when you need that help.
And which would be your most difficult decision?
I think one of the most difficult decisions is actually staying independent, I think.
You must have been approached by a lot of majors.
Yes. Yeah, we've had lots of conversations. And it's something that constantly goes through my mind because, I'm far from retiring or, leaving this world, touch wood. But I will, at some point I'll need to figure out if I'm going to keep this business independent, who's going to run it. So I often think about what it might look like to have a partner or something like this. But that's probably one of the most difficult things that I deal with. Just trying to decide, how long I want to own the business for.
And can you tell me about any story in which you took a decision, you thought it was one of the best decisions you ever took, but it turned out to be the worst?
Yeah. Yeah, I think early on, me and some friends started a festival that toured around Australia and New Zealand, actually. It was a great concept. We had very good venues, very good bands. It felt like the right time to be doing this thing. But yeah, it ended up losing a lot of money, like over $1 million, which this was over 10 years ago. In hindsight, it wasn't that much money, and we probably should have kept going, and we probably would have built a really successful franchise. But I think that was the first time. That was the first time where I was a part of like losing a lot of money, or what felt like a lot of money at the time. So I think that was a good experience. And maybe going back to what I was saying earlier about doing your research, having a really good plan before you go into something, because it's rare. I think sometimes you sort of do something and you hope it's going to work. You roll the dice and you hope. But in business, it rarely works like that. There's luck and there's some mercy that we all have, but ultimately, it's about hard work and good planning and good people that's going to allow you to get the result. So I think for me, it's important to make sure we're being as diligent as possible when we're making decisions.
And do you want to burst any myths which people might have about the management business or about the artist management in particular?
Yeah. Well, there's an interesting debate at the moment happening around streaming and the value that streaming revenue creates for artists. Can I ask you, how is the perception in India? Do artists see the streaming making a good revenue for artists, or
So India is a very different market, honestly. So like publishing and the master.
Yeah.
So in India, streaming gives you approximately 5 to 7 paisa per stream. That's an average. And the publisher gets about 12% of that.
Yeah.
So if you do 1 million stream, you end up getting 50 to 70,000 rupees, which is $1,000 Australian, approximately.
Okay.
So $1,000 for per million. That's on the master.
Yeah.
And so publisher will get 12% of it, which is about $120.
Yeah.
And out of that also 50% goes to the label itself, because most labels own the publishing in India as well.
Okay.
It's not an independent market in India. In India, independent music business would be 20%, if I'm not wrong. Again, I cannot validate those numbers.
Yeah.
But film is the majority business. Right now, you can say there is a parallel business, film as well, independent as well. Both the businesses are doing well. But the numbers of streams might be much, much higher.
Yeah.
But the payouts are very, very low.
Slower, yeah. So, because there was an article that came out last week in The Guardian, which is a UK newspaper, about an independent artist saying that they don't make enough money from streaming. And I think there's an interesting myth that I think could be busted, is that streaming pays according to what people listen to. And so I think often people look at Spotify or something like this and say, they don't pay enough. Probably the biggest problem is not that they don't pay enough. It's more that people aren't paying enough to use Spotify, because Spotify pays out 70% of its revenue to the rights holders. So there's actually quite a lot of money there. And I think the harsh truth, and it sort of touches back on something else we talked about earlier about how do you make it. The truth is, if the song's really good, people will listen to it. And if it's not very good, people won't. And that's the sort of the harsh truth of the music business. So when you actually release music that people like, it generates a lot of revenue. When you don't, it doesn't. And so I think that's an interesting challenge that the industry has to get past at the moment, trying to figure out who's being paid and is it fair? I think does that make sense?
Yeah. So,
yeah.
And when you hire people in your team, what are the most important things you look into them, and what is the strategy in hiring the team?
Yeah. We have a HR team who follow a rigorous process in terms of hiring people. But one saying that I like to have is that people can learn skills, but they can't learn character. So you might have this person who's the best marketing person ever, but they're not a cultural fit. And so I would rather find the person that's the right cultural fit and train them to be a great marketing person than the other way around, because the impact that person might have on the culture negatively could be a problem. So, we definitely want people to have skills, but we also want to make sure that we're finding good people.
That's a very valid and a very good statement, honestly. So you focus on your character and the cultural fit first, and then the skills.
Yeah.
When you sign an artist, what are the key things which you keep in mind?
Yeah, it's a good question. And it's sort of changed over time I think we're always looking for talent first and foremost. But if talent and hard work can come together, like that's a really great combination. So I think now more than ever, especially new artists need to work a lot harder than maybe artists in the past, because there's just so many more artists. So in order to stand out, they need to do the work.
And how do you manage the pressure? Because your company has about 50 artists right now, but everybody doesn't do good.
Yeah.
And there would always be a situation where, some artists would feel that they are not given the importance and the, time which is needed for their career. And that's why their career is not moving in the right direction. How do you handle pressures like that?
Yeah, and that's always a challenge, I think, in any business. And I think there's definitely a correlation between our work and their success. But then at the same time, in some ways, the more successful someone is, the easier it is, because there's a lot of organic.
Yeah, there's a lot of inbound business.
Yeah, that's right. So you and I could sign an artist today and work all year.
Mm-hmm.
We could work till Christmas on this artist and make $0 just because it just didn't work, no matter how hard we worked. And so that's probably one of the harsh realities of the music business. And we try really hard. Our purpose at Unified is to invest in talent and build careers. I really love the word career in music, because I think a lot of people, myself included, I never dreamt of a career in music. I assumed I would get a real job by now. But so if I can help an artist have a career, that's really what I want to do. So when an artist joins us and isn't successful and maybe leaves and saying, oh, that company didn't do good by me, like that hurts. That's not what we want. But it's inevitable that it will happen from time to time. So we try to be as honest as we can with people. We try not to sort of sugarcoat things or tell them everything's going to be fine when we know it's not. But not everyone likes that honesty either. So it's a challenge. I think you might have had some experiences yourself.
Various situations like this where I would have said the truth on the face, but it backfires. And then I realized that sometimes it's important for you to stay silent as well and let things take its own course. And you don't need to inform people, because creative people are different, I would say. They are eccentric in, some way. Remembering about eccentricity, I mean, I personally believe that every creative person is eccentric.
Yeah.
It's not just about artists. Anybody who's creative, there is a difference in character in them.
Yeah.
So can you describe one of your eccentricity of the top artist or any artist it's weird and funny or fresh for us?
Yeah. I think you're right. Like I think we're all eccentric because we never got a real job. I think who can I talk about? I don't want to disrespect anyone or make anyone seem like they're not great. But I think, like Vance Joy, I talk about him a lot, but what's so different about him is he is so humble. He's one of the most humble people I've ever met. And this is a guy who has made so much money and had so much success. And I often actually say to him that he inspires me. Inspires the way he leads, the way he creates culture around his business. But we can say to him, hey, Vance Joy, here's an opportunity to do all this stuff. you make all this money? And he said, oh, it's my friend's wedding that weekend. Or it's, I know, I think I might want to go to the beach with my wife that weekend. And sometimes it's frustrating because you're like, oh, we'd be great for you to work more and to generate more opportunity. But I also find it so refreshing that he's not doing it because of the money. He's doing it to be creative. And I think that's his own eccentricity, where he's just real. And for me, it's very refreshing to see that kind of approach.
So, Jaddan, we have a section called Ask the Guest. We had posted on social media a few days back, and we requested our people to ask questions. We have some questions. We're going to take those questions. Along with that, we have some other questions left from our thing as well. So we'll add those during the thing. The first question is that, what are the challenges an independent music group face, as per you?
It's a great question. I think, the music industry is very heavily dominated by the major companies. Mm-hmm. So Universal, Warner, Sony. And then, of course, the other sort of major independent companies like BMG and Cobalt and Live Nation and stuff like this. So I think, firstly, you have a scale challenge where you're a small company and there's much bigger companies that you're competing with. That also creates opportunity because it gives you a point of difference. But I think sometimes it's an easy example, but one of the most challenging things for an independent company is really just the financial side of the business. No matter how much money you're making, you're usually spending the money before you make it. So if you want to release an album, you're going to spend the money first. So the concept of cash flow is definitely, I think, one of the biggest challenges for independent companies. So that requires really good planning and forecasting and stuff like that.
A lot of questions you must have answered already, but I'll still read them for you. Do you promote Indian artists?
I mentioned before an artist that we just signed named Ashan, who is of Indian heritage. He's in Australia. We currently don't work specifically with Indian artists though, but I am interested in looking at how we might be able to help bring more Indian artists to Australia. So it's definitely something that's on my radar.
You already shared the email ID as well. If there is an artist,
yes,
we'll be bombarded with mails. Be prepared for that.
I'll forward them to you.
How do you promote and help an indie artist?
I think the first thing about working with an artist is trying to help them, or trying to make sure they understand what their identity is. Make sure they know what they want to achieve. And if they don't know, work with them to help them realize that. The types of artists we work with, playing live is very important. So being able to use live to build an audience, test songs, get feedback from the audience. So helping build their live touring strategy is really important. And then also coaching them on things like marketing, giving them feedback on their songwriting, connecting them with other songwriters if maybe they need help in that area, making sure they're working with the right producers. So just generally supporting them to achieve the goals that have been set out.
Is there a step-by-step process for you and your company to help artists find their sound or, their strategy, this vision?
Yeah, we don't necessarily have a documented, every artist has to follow this step. I think if we wanted to, we probably could build that, because I think most of us would think similarly in how we do it. But I think it's important to make sure that it's not one size fits all. Just because it worked for this artist doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for that artist. So I think it's important that the fundamentals are all covered for each artist, but I think it's important to make sure that each artist has their own unique approach to how they're doing things. And I'll also add to that I think sometimes artists actually know more than they think they do. So as much as you and I might be experts in helping coach an artist, there's also sometimes an inherent instinct within an artist that might help them think how they should be doing things. And I think that for me, it's always important to listen to that. If an artist feels really strongly about a certain song or a certain way of doing their marketing, I think we shouldn't be so foolish to think we know everything. I think it's important that we also make it a collaborative process with the artists.
And I remember you mentioned that management generally is about 20% of the fees from an artist, and booking agent takes about 10%. When you say booking agent, booking agents handles only the deals for live shows, or they also handle deals for other businesses as well?
No, just for live.
Just for live.
Yeah, so tours, festivals, corporate, anything where they're performing live, that's where the agent operates.
And do this 20% of management fees also comes from the royalty as well? Does it include the royalty?
Yeah, so a manager commissions on all revenue streams that the artist generates.
So whether it is the PRS royalty or royalty from the labels, all kinds of royalties as well?
Correct.
Okay, fair enough.
Is that the same in India?
No, it's very different in India because, as I told you, in India, I mean, I can talk about myself. When I started as a manager, we thought that management is booking shows.
Okay.
So we thought we were managers, but we were assistants come booking agents. And unlike independent artists, I mean, there are a lot of managers now who are real managers, who actually takes an artist, build an independent career with them, do all kinds of deals. And in fact, our company, which I don't operate now, they also do it now. But that's a very new thing. It's been like 8-10 years because there was no independent music industry that relevant and big in India. So there were few bands and some people doing good. But now, with the advent of technology, because there's no CD, there's no vinyl, there's no cassettes, you don't have to invest. Distribution is easy.
Of course.
So those kind of things have really helped. Are you planning to do anything here in India?
Yeah, well, I definitely want to get some of our artists to come here. What a major focus for our agency is Asia. Traditionally, the global agencies have sort of split the territories up into 3 major areas. So there's the Americas, so North, Central, South America. There's UK and Europe. And then there's kind of everything else. So, Asia, Australasia, MENA. And traditionally, the English agents have taken on everywhere else. And because we're in Australia, we actually think that we've got a unique opportunity to service Asia as well. So we are working really hard to make sure when we sign our artists, we represent them for all of Asia. So we do that with Tones and I, we do that with Tash. We make sure that's a real focus. And so with that, we're hoping to have more of our artists come and tour and play festivals in India.
Looking forward to them. How does the music industry works in their country? I think we've discussed it in the beginning. Your suggestions to an indie artist to become the best?
Yeah, I think, you've got to make really good music. The challenge with that statement is good music is subjective. I said before, I like punk music. Do you like punk music?
No.
No, exactly. So I can play you this song, this is the best punk song ever, and you might say, turn off that rubbish. So music is subjective. So I think firstly, you need to be making something you think is great. Same with if you were making any business. If you were making cookies, you're not going to go and try and sell cookies that taste terrible. So create something you're proud of. You've talked about technology a lot. You talked about distribution then, in the sense that you can put your music on the internet and the whole world can have access to it. So I think make a great product, promote yourself, tour, build a community. And it's all easier said than done. But these are the simple steps that need to be taken in order to be successful.
Another basic question, how do you feel the internet has impacted the music business?
I would say positively. Like when I first started, there was not really any internet. My first email address was jaddan@hotmail.com. So it was very old time before websites. I think that initially the internet sort of blew up the music industry and, completely shattered the paradigm of how things used to be done. It's now made the business global. The biggest challenge that it's now done is that it's made music abundant. There's so many artists, there's so many songs, there's so much music. So I think that's probably now one of the biggest challenges. How do you stand out in a crowd when there's millions and millions of artists? But I think we would have to say at this point that the internet has definitely been a net positive for music.
What would you say net positive actually mean?
So if you took all the positives and all the negatives and ranked them all, I think positive would outweigh negative.
True. How can I join Unified Group? I'm a singer-songwriter from Delhi.
Send me a demo.
Yeah, we've already discussed about that. What is the thought and selection process for new artists to be signed?
So the different businesses operate differently. So with like the record company, there's an A&R team who signs artists. In our management company, it's not just like one manager at the top that manages all the artists. The way we work is we have 15 different managers within the management company. So if Ashley wants to sign an artist, or if Oliver wants to sign an artist, they sign the artist to the company. And so ultimately it's not just me signing artists and going, hey, now you work on this artist. So we really empower our team to go out and find the artists that they really want to work with. The company ultimately signs off to make sure we're all aligned, but it's really about making sure our people are excited to work with these artists. So as a result, yeah, there's a number of different ways in which we sign artists.
Yes. What apart from music do you look at when you sign an artist?
I think like looking at trying to understand the person as much as possible. Firstly, we want to know that they've got their work ethic, particularly when it comes to touring and particularly when it comes to global touring. It's hard work. You might look at a poster and see an artist touring all across Europe and it looks very exciting. They're going to Paris and London and Barcelona and all these places. But the truth is they're very long drives. They're very late nights. The hotels are probably pretty crappy. It's not going to be easy. So we need to know that these people are willing to do the work. Just trying to see if we're aligned. Because also with management, we're not just going to sign you today and have success tomorrow. Unlikely. The reality is we're in it for the long haul. We're in it to build a career. And so we want to know that we feel like we can still be working with you 10 years from now.
Good. Okay. I have some more questions of my own.
Okay.
I want to ask them before I ask the other question. How do you balance the vision of the artist and the business as a manager?
Yeah, there's a saying that I've used for some time is when you're doing a deal for your artist, don't think about the commission. Because if you think about the commission, then you're thinking about yourself. And it's a challenging piece of advice because ultimately we need our business to make money. But I truly believe if you do the right thing by the artist, the business will take care of itself. So I think it's really important that we stick to that motto, because otherwise you start to make short-term decisions which won't help build the career, which might shorten the length of the relationship and ultimately be bad for the business in the long run.
100% agree to this, and you can have +1 from me.
Yeah.
I believe the same.
Thank you. And it's hard because, as we've touched on a few times, things like cash flow, it's difficult sometimes to make the business work. But yeah, if you make the right decisions for the artists, you will win in the end.
And what do you? I mean, when you're investing through side stage ventures in many companies, so whenever you're investing, let's assume somebody sent you a deck, you like the deck,
yeah,
and you meet the person. What are you looking at in an entrepreneur before taking a decision of investment?
Yeah, I think offline you were talking about ideas and execution. So they're two very distinct things. You and I could have the best idea. We're going to build the greatest ice cream shop in India, with these special flavors and this, whatever it is. It sounds great, but we've got to go and actually build the ice cream. And so you meet a founder, has a great idea. Do we believe they have the 10-year vision to build this company? because that's the hardest thing. And also because these ideas will evolve, they will change, they will require adaptive thinking. So we need to make sure we can figure out if they've got that character. The truth is, it's very hard to figure that out in a few meetings. Same with when you sign an artist. I say we want to work with artists that work hard and will drive through the night to get to Barcelona, but we don't know if they're going to do that. A lot of it's coming to your intuition and instinct ultimately.
True. You have to take that punt.
You do, yeah, because otherwise you'll wait too long, and someone else will work with them, or maybe the either the company or the artist. Because one thing I think is really important in business is not to waste people's time. So if an artist comes to me and says, can we work together? And I say, maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure, and you string them along, that's the worst thing you can do. I think it's being honest, I think, is the most important thing.
This is a question which you had answered in one of your podcasts I saw, but I loved the question. You started your business 20 years back. If you had the knowledge and the resources which you have today, or the experiences you have, would you have done the business very differently? And if yes, how?
Yeah, the saying always comes to me is ignorance is bliss. So when I was 18, I was living at home. I didn't have many expenses. It was very easy to start a record label in some ways, because if I failed, I could go get a job at the supermarket, But now I'm 40 years old. I have a family and I have responsibilities. If I went and took that risk today and I failed, it would be, I couldn't, well, I could, but I'd ideally not move back in with my parents when I'm 40. So I think what I would do differently though is, and in this sense, it may not have worked. It may not work. What I would do differently is I would have probably hired some consultants, built a business plan, brought on investors, done all sorts of analysis and market research and sort of built out this big plan and then gone and done it. And it would probably work in some way, but I think the way I did it, there's some magic in that sort of.
I also think sometimes with this entire process, a lot of great ideas are lost in transition. Because I met a lot of founders who started like you or started like me. Most of them didn't really have experiences, but what they had was that, that gut feeling, that passion, that craziness to be able to break something or do something without the knowledge. And I think sometimes when you have all these resources, that thing gets missing and, the ideas don't work. Do you agree?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. It's because sometimes I sit down, and maybe you do as well, and go, I want to come up with a new idea and build something new. And because what do they say? Like knowledge is power, but knowledge is also dangerous. If you know too much, you don't know what you don't know, and you sort of almost start to confuse yourself. Whereas when I think back to, like, if I watched a movie of my life, there'd be so many scenes where I'd be like, don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I was just doing it because I didn't know any better. But the reality is, if I had have stopped and not done half those things, I wouldn't be here.
True.
Because in all those mistakes, all those failures have become learnings, and the opportunity to learn is like one of the greatest gifts.
True. So, what we take out of this conversation that's very important is that you might have the best team, the best infrastructure, the best resources, the money, everything. But this still cannot replace the dedication or the passion towards your idea of getting things done, doing something right. If that is missing, these resources might also not work for the idea.
Yeah.
Because in most cases, this idea, this passion, that's the most important thing which is important. So while you have all the resources, don't lose that instinct and that idea.
Yeah,
that passion.
And we often talk about, like, if you come back to management, is like artists need a champion. I've sometimes said like an artist needs someone that will lie in traffic for them, lie down and stop the traffic, like that they care that much. Because if an artist or if an idea doesn't have a champion, someone that's willing to almost die for that idea, then it's just an idea that will float away and a new idea will come and take its place at some point.
True. Very well said. Any particular technology that you feel will affect or change the music business in the coming years or the coming time?
Yeah. Well, I think like the most obvious, thing at the moment is artificial intelligence, which is sort of evolving at a probably more rapid pace than I think at least the mainstream thought it would. Ever since ChatGPT launched, I think a lot of people have, completely turned their attention to artificial intelligence. I think that it's the most topical for everything, but particularly for music. And I think there's probably one of the biggest impacts that AI will have on music is the generative AI side of things, which there's two sides to that. There's the challenge and there's the opportunity. The challenge is going to be when it's already here, which is the unlicensed use of copyrighted music in AI, and as such, just like the abundance of music that will continue to be made. The opportunity is the opportunity for artists and producers and people in studios to use these tools to help make their creative process even more productive. So I think sometimes people have likened, I think sometime in the 80s, the drum machine was invented. And what I'm told at the time, people were worried that there'd be no more drummers. But there's plenty of people that still play the drums. So I think that what AI has the opportunity to be for the music industry is another instrument, another tool that people can use to make music. I think it's also going to bring a lot of opportunities in like marketing and like the automation and streamlining of marketing. So I think that's another great opportunity.
Any trends which you see in the music industry right now?
I think probably the biggest trend is heading towards, and it's been heading there for a long time, but is more independent artists. I think what we're seeing is the major labels are signing less artists. And I think they're focusing more on their catalogs. They sit on these amazing copyrights of the Beatles or the Rolling Stones or, all these legendary artists that have been around for a very long time. And, sometimes I don't blame them. Like if you had making all that money from these songs, why would you go and spend it on all these new artists? And so, but what that's doing is creating opportunity for independent companies to create different ways to work with artists. So one area that we've focused very heavily on is we have our traditional label that signs artists to like record deals, and we fund everything and make the videos and all that stuff. We also have another business called Community Music, and Community Music is our own in-house distribution and marketing service. So we help artists essentially remain independent, and we help them own their own masters. And so we provide the services to help them release the music, but they ultimately take the risk financially, but also benefit from the upside. So I think we're seeing more and more of these businesses, more and more of this idea of how do we empower artists to own their rights and essentially build their own wealth into the future.
Okay. You would have seen that there are a lot of mergers happening in the music business. There are a lot of acquisitions happening.
Yeah.
And eventually, any business which grows, one of the major, buys it, or invest into it. What's your take on that?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. What we've seen in the last few years is not just majors investing in the music industry, but also other companies coming in from outside. So like Cobalt Music was recently bought by a very large American private equity firm. So it wasn't bought by Sony, Universal or Warner, it was bought by another company. And then, in Germany, we have BMG, which is owned by the Bertelsmann Media Group. So,
you have Believe as well.
And Believe, which is on the French Stock Exchange, and Hypnosis, who are on the London Stock Exchange. So I think it's really interesting that we're at this point where I think music for a long time was kind of like the Wild West. People outside of the music industry didn't really know what to do with it. But I think with streaming, creating consistent revenue stream and live music becoming such a global phenomenon, other investors are wanting to put money into music. So I think we're at this really exciting time where the music industry is seeing more and more investment. I think I should also add that both Warner and Universal are public companies now as well, which that's only happened in the last 3 years. So we've got probably the healthiest music industry we've ever had from a financial perspective. I think it's good. I think ultimately, on one hand, I'm very independent and I'm very proud of my independence, but I'm also aware that that can only get me so far. There's very few companies that remain independent for forever in any industry.
True.
And so at a certain point, you have a responsibility to make sure your company is run in a very efficient way. And sometimes these big companies are just better at doing that. So I think it's a great time for the music industry and a great time for people starting businesses and people investing in music.
And how do you handle competition?
I try not to think about it, actually. I believe that there's enough for everybody. Of course, if you and I were both trying to sign the same artist, I would try my hardest if I really wanted to work with them. Mm-hmm. But the last thing I would do is say, hey, that guy is no good, or he's a bad guy. I would never do something like that. I think that anytime you waste thinking about your competitors is time you're wasting not thinking about your own company. So I try not to think about it too much.
And I'm sure there are, any entrepreneur who would be listening or watching this podcast would want to know that, we've spoken about it earlier as well, that how did you start each of the businesses? How do you manage your time? And so let's assume you're doing one business, which is management, and you have 10 artists there, and you go up to 20 artists. Now you have to start another business. How do you take that leap? Is there a process of setting a business to a certain extent, or researching, or what is exactly, how do you start so many businesses and run them together?
Yeah. I think if I think from today and go backwards, but people sometimes say, oh, you wear a lot of hats. And I say, no, I only wear one hat. I'm the CEO and founder of Unified Music Group. And so my job is to make sure this whole thing runs. So that's how it works today. So it's not like one day I work on this, the next day I work on that. Every day I work on one thing. But if I look back, there probably wasn't much science to how I did it. I mentioned before watching the film and saying, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. There's probably times where I did too much at the same time and maybe didn't think things through as much. I've often used the word unified has been an organic evolution. We've just organically evolved where opportunities have presented themselves. So I think ultimately you want to make sure you've got enough time and space to do everything right. But I also think as an entrepreneur, you need to be ready to respond when opportunity arrives. And that opportunity is not always going to arrive at the exact perfect time. So you've got to kind of make the most of those opportunities.
What are you working on next right now? Because I don't think you'll stop at 9 businesses.
No, I probably won't. I mentioned this very inspiring man I met yesterday, Sanjeev, who's a private equity fund manager here in India. And he's in his 60s and he said, keep doing it until you don't want to do it. If you're still having fun and if you're still inspired, keep going. So at this point, that's how I feel. So I'm going to go for as long as I can. I'm very interested in building this community music business, making sure we provide these tools and services to help artists release music in the most efficient way. I really believe a lot in that. Alongside that, I'm very interested in how we can build more like financial tools for artists. So in the old record label deals, you would sign a contract and get an advance, and the label would own everything. I'm interested in thinking how do we make money available to artists in different ways, whether it's debt financing or thinking about venture capital and how that might relate to artists. So that's sort of like an area that I'm very interested in. Continuing to innovate through side stage ventures is really a big thing for us. And then, like I've touched on a few times, like really thinking very carefully about Asia and how we can do more business in Asia, because I really think Australia has got a big opportunity being so close to Asia to be able to do more business together. So that's an area that we're very heavily focused on. And there'll be more stuff. More opportunities are coming all the time. And so it's about making sure we say yes at the right time and no when we feel like we've got enough on our plate.
And you've been a part of the Australian music business for the last 20 years. What, according to you, are the challenges in the Australian music business right now?
One of the biggest challenges we have at the moment, and there's a number of other countries that have the same problems. England has it, Canada has it, Ireland, basically countries that are not America that speak English. Because at the moment we're seeing a huge amount of interest in Korean music, Latin American music, Afropop, reggaeton, Indian music, which is great. I'm really excited about it. But it's getting harder to make the next Vance Joy come out of Australia, because America's already got their artists, and people are curious to hear new sounds and hear new music. So a lot of Australian artists are getting, from the algorithm, getting sort of locked into Australia. And as I said, it's the same thing's happening in England and also in Canada. That's a big challenge.
I want to add to that.
Yeah, please.
Taking from your reference, you mentioned it several times offline in your interviews as well, that you started your business at the worst time.
Yep.
When it was the peak of piracy. So a lot of people thought that it's a problem, but you thought it as an opportunity.
Yeah.
And that's what you think, right?
Yes.
That every problem creates an opportunity. So maybe this problem is an opportunity.
Yes.
Maybe the next Vance Joy from Australia might come with an Indian sound collaboration.
Yeah.
Because if US is wanting newer sound, and but I mean, we are not the expert of the language. If there is an artist who is an expert of the language, who understands the community, the A&R skills, and you can collaborate with somebody from India who can provide you the new sound, that might be a big opportunity.
Definitely. Let's do it.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to do this.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people who are listening to this podcast, a lot of artists also wants to do this. And I wish there can be a boot camp or something like that, where some of your artists and some artists from India, can collaborate. It might happen in India or Australia. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just letting this thought out.
Definitely. I think you're right. And I think you're right. Like you said, challenges create opportunities. The other opportunity that's being created at the moment, as I mentioned, major labels are signing less new artists, especially in countries like Australia and England and Canada, where they're seeing this problem. And so all that does for companies like mine is creates more opportunities to sign more artists.
Correct.
And so that's another great opportunity. So I think the other challenge that we're seeing happening in Australia, happening in America as well, festivals are starting to struggle a little bit. Part of this is driven by the fact that the major headline artists can do their own shows. So Taylor Swift doesn't need to play a festival because she can just go and sell 8 nights at Wembley Stadium on her own. And so we're seeing in Australia a number of the major festivals actually cancelling because they're not selling enough tickets. But then, these major artists are coming through and selling out stadiums. So that's another challenge that we're seeing is in our industry, because although Australia is a great market, it's also a very long way from America and England for these artists to come. Once again, why I'm so interested in Asia, because it's so much closer to Australia.
In fact, I mean, I'm not able to stop myself sharing these things.
Please.
Because when you talk about festival, we also did a festival.
Yeah.
And we faced the same problem.
Yeah.
But I realized that when you do a music festival, you should do it in a location or a city or a venue in which generally 20,000 people will not come for a single artist.
Yeah.
So festivals has to be done in a area, in a place like from Melbourne and Sydney, or Melbourne, Sydney, Perth, Adelaide. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Brisbane.
These are the major cities in Australia. So maybe you have to do the festivals in a venue, which is none of these major cities.
Yeah.
Which doesn't really have a big venue. You know, you create a new city and a new place, and people actually fly or travel by road out there and enjoy the festival. That may be. I think those festivals still are working.
Yes, correct. That's the opportunity for sure.
Yeah. Correct. If I have to ask you, what is one thing you want to change in the music ecosystem?
I want to see artists be more successful. Like, I think I've committed most of my life to that, like trying to find ways to make artists successful. Unified's vision is to build an ecosystem for creative talent to thrive. And so for me, creative talent is artists, entrepreneurs, and our team members, so our staff. So I want to make sure that all these people that work within music get a great experience and get an opportunity to build a career. But none of that would be possible without the artists. And so one thing I've thought about a lot is even in the music industry, we often talk about exploiting artists, and not in a negative way, but like exploiting copyright. I think it's such a bad use of word. Why would we, like, exploiting someone is terrible.
We can use the word monetize.
Exactly, yeah. And so the word that I like to use is empower. How do we empower artists? How do we actually position them in a way to be successful? Because they're the startup founder, ultimately. They're the one that we need. We need them to win so we can all win. And I think the old paradigm was set up for these really big companies to make lots of money and to pay little amounts to the artists. I think if we can flip that, I think we can have a much fairer and more successful ecosystem. Yeah.
So my last two questions, actually. People say that outsiders are able to vision and think about ideas, which insiders are not. So you're an outsider to the Indian music business with whatever information, knowledge, contacts, experiences you have. What do you think is the opportunity in the Indian music business?
Yeah, so thinking about the size of the population here. So where I've seen the most success in my business has been touring, and touring through Europe or through North America or through Latin America, Australia. Was it 21 million people in Mumbai?
Yeah.
So there's almost as many people in Mumbai as there is in the whole country of Australia. So to me, it feels like there must be a huge opportunity to build a really big touring circuit here in India. I understand there's lots of different, every city and every state is different, but I think there must be a really big live music opportunity here. Our actually music industry's biggest revenue comes from live for the artists. And is that growing, do you think?
It is growing because unlike Australia, the demographics are different because of the buying capacity, the ticket buying habits and cultures, the venues. There are a lot of things to be improved, but yes, it is going in the positive every year on year.
So that sounds really exciting. And I think one thing that I've learned in the short time that I've spent here is the Bollywood side of the music industry and the independent side of the music industry, and also the independent side is growing as well,
it's
right?
Growing, yeah.
Yeah. And so I think like checking out a number of the artists that you work with and that other people work with, there's such great talent. And seeing these artists now starting to travel outside of Australia, outside of India, like I know like really big artists like Arijit Singh are touring, but like there's an artist called When Chai Met Toast, just came to Australia and just played small clubs and sold them out. And so it's great to see that these Indian artists are starting to travel abroad and start to build these audiences. Because I think that not only are there a lot of Indian people in India, there's a lot of Indian people everywhere, you know. And I know you don't necessarily only want to play to Indian audiences, but it's still a very good place to start if you can come to Melbourne and sell 1,000 tickets. So I think that's a really big opportunity. But I think, you know, we've sort of touched on it a bit, but Indian music will be global soon. And I think it won't be long before some really big hits start to come out of this country. So I think it's an exciting time. And I think more and more people are paying attention to what's happening here. And I think that the industry feels like it's on the cusp of something really big.
And my last question is actually not a question. It's a request. Since you've come to India, one of your life's biggest break happened during your trip to India. And when from there the journey started, and you had your spiritual rejuvenation in India recently as well. I want you to make some commitments on the podcast, which are easier to do. I mean, we cannot guarantee a collaboration. It's practically, you know, not possible to guarantee a collaborations. But can you assure the audience that you will be doing the following things in the next 1 year? One, visit India at least for 10 days, mainly for exploring music, artists, and the community. Is it something which is possible for you to do?
Yes, of course.
Can we take a commitment from you that in the next 12 months you will give 10 days of your life to India?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever you want to do. I mean,
well, I was thinking, because there's the music conference that you do.
Yeah, that's in August.
So I was thinking of maybe either coming then or maybe coming for like Lollapalooza or something like this. But yeah, can I make a commitment? I have a lot of travel coming up, but I can definitely say I want to come. If you can help set up some meetings and some opportunities, then
I'll do that. That's my commitment.
Okay.
Back to you.
Let's do it then. Let's do it.
And there's another commitment I want from you.
Okay.
That's one. Second is that it's not about artists as big as Vance Joy or Tash Sultana or, you know, all of them. You work with a lot of artists, and there are a lot of indie artists who will also reach out to you. Can we, try to at least do 2 or 3 artists communicate to each other creatively, whether they are able to create a great song together, get a deal signed, I don't know. But at least can we have a commitment that we will start that process whereby we will try to connect few artists creatively from India and Australia?
Yes, let's do it.
And with that commitment, I request every independent artist who feels that they have a unique music, a unique story to tell, and please send in your best songs only. And as Jaddan mentioned, don't send the song as an attachment to the email. Create a link and send the link. And guys, as it said, that first impression is the last impression. Please send in your best work creatively. And you never know. Like when he was in India, he didn't know that the 4 people he was hanging around with in Goa and Tamil Nadu, one of them will create a song a couple of years later, and he will get that song, and that song will change the life of the artist and Jaddan both. You never know. So maybe the song which you send him might be the song which one of the artists in Australia loves, and you two are able to create something which might be a new thing and a new journey or history in making. You never know. With this thought, Jaddan, we would like to thank you for your time. You've been really nice to accommodate this podcast in your trip. I know you have a flight to catch now. We wish you all the best for everything you do. And I must say that when you were narrating your story, there are a lot of similarities with how we have, as a manager, started our journey. And we met only twice, but it doesn't seem like, it seems like we know each other from a very long time. Thank you for making us feel very, very comfortable. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I really like Indian artist Raghiv Chaitanya. I've been listening to his music. He's really wonderful, and yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing more new music from him, and I think he could be a great artist to be on the music podcast.